Replacing the main terminal block. Before starting work on the quantum heater, it is important to safely isolate the product from both electrical supplies, the peak supply and the off-peak supply. Equipment must be safely isolated. Follow G38 isolation techniques. Ensure all 12 steps are adhered to and the equipment is safe to work on. Only trained and competent persons are allowed to work on Dimplex heating and ventilation products. Dangerous voltages and switch neutrals can be found in many products. This is outside the scope of the fixed wiring systems. By the end of this short video, you will know how to safely replace the quantum heater's main terminal block. Ensure the product is isolated from both supplies and remove the quantum heater exterior panels. Only use Dimplex approved spare parts when repairing the product. 11211. Remove the replacement terminal block from the packaging. Check the part is the correct component before proceeding and ensure it has not been damaged in transit. Identify and label both the supply cables to facilitate quick and simple reconnection. Before removing the terminal block, take note of all the internal connections. The following diagram gives details of the internal spade connections. Earth, 1 times earth connection. 5, 2 times peak neutral connections. 4 is 2 times peak live connections. 3 is 2 times off-peak live connections. 2 is 1 off-peak neutral connection. And number 1 are 2 internal peak connections. Disconnect the peak and off-peak supply cables from the main terminal block. In the event that the terminal block has been damaged or burnt due to poor connections, it may be necessary to cut the cores. Damaged supply cables must be replaced if there is insufficient undamaged flex remaining to safely reconnect the heater. Only heat-resistant flex can be used to connect the heater. The recommended cable sizes are as follows: 2.5 mm squared off-peak and 1.5 mm squared peak. Continue to remove all the supply cables from the main terminal block. Once the supply cables are disconnected, the internal connections can be removed from the main terminal block. Alternatively, the terminal block can be removed from the heater chassis. Remove the 2 screws securing the terminal block in place. Fit and secure the new terminal block to the heater chassis using the screws. The individual spade connections can now be removed from the old terminal block. They can immediately be reconnected to the corresponding connections on the new terminal block. Irrespective of the reconnection method adopted, All the internal spade connections must be reconnected to the correct terminals. Reconnect the off-peak and peak supplies, ensuring the cables are terminated in accordance with BS 7671. Carry out a visual inspection of all terminations to determine the conductor has been secured correctly. Conduct the TUG test on all the supply cores to ensure they are terminated correctly and not loose. Once completed, ensure the supply cables are routed away from the exposed heating elements before replacing the covers. Thank you.